Hello there. Storm Éowyn is set to hit the country on Friday, bringing very strong winds and some dangerous conditions at times. There's multiple Met Office warnings in force, including a couple of red warnings. Do stay up to date on our website for those, and for more information around the storm, we have other videos on YouTube. But for now, I'm going to talk to you about the weather for the weekend, so the weather to come after this storm. So we'll start off by taking a look at the bigger picture. So here's the storm just to the north of the country to finish off on Friday. Still plenty of isobars on the chart to the north of the country, so still some very strong winds Friday night through into Saturday across northern areas, but across central and southern areas we can see those isobars spreading apart slightly, so some lighter winds on offer for a time as we head into Saturday. Then it's all eyes on this area of low pressure just behind me here. Once again, a similar low moving out into the Atlantic on its way towards the country. Once again, being picked up by this very strong jet stream, similar to what we saw with Storm Éowyn. So once again, as we head later Saturday through into Sunday, this low is going to sweep in some frontal systems, so some heavy outbreaks of rain, possibly even some snow to some northern areas. And also, once again, a tightening of those isobars, so some strong winds. Now, this area of low pressure, it sits slightly further west. We are still going to see some windy weather, but perhaps not as strong as Storm Éowyn on Friday. But ever still, there is going to be some heavy outbreaks of rain, also some strong gusty weather. And with only a day really in between the two storms, that's not much time for recovery in terms of impacts from the first storm. So a chance we could see some significant impacts once again as this storm moves through on Sunday. Before we get onto that though, let's talk about Saturday. So slightly calmer feel to the weather across central and southern areas by the time we reach Saturday morning. There should be plenty of clear skies to start the day, perhaps a thicker area of a cloud just to the southeast, perhaps still some outbreaks of rain and drizzle to the very far southeast, so for Sussex and Kent, for example. That should clear fairly quickly through the morning. It's still going to be very windy though across northern areas, parts of Northern Ireland, parts of Scotland, still seeing some very strong gusty winds here by the time we reach Saturday morning, still with a warning in force. And outbreaks of rain slowly becoming more confined to the very far northeast, but still behind this we've got plenty of showers moving through, still bringing some snow mainly across the Scottish hills, and also some showers starting to feed into western areas. These likely to band together by the time we reach the afternoon, bringing longer spells of rain, heavy at times. We could even see some hail and thunder and some quite squally conditions too as this area of rain moves through. Still fairly strong winds across parts of Wales and the southwest. It will start to turn a little bit milder from the southwest into the afternoon, but for many of us, temperatures around about average for the time of year. Now, later into Saturday through into Sunday, this is when we start to see this area of low pressure move its way towards the country. So overnight and through into the morning, we'll start to see winds strengthen from the far southwest through the course of the day. This mainly confined to the far southwest though, so for the very start of Sunday, once again, likely a lot of calm conditions, a few clear spells where it's likely to turn quite chilly overnight, likely to see some pockets of frost, maybe even some fog in places too. Largely dry with some patchy cloud, though still once again a few showers feeding into the very far northwest. And then we'll start to see through the morning a change from the southwest. The winds are really going to start to pick up here, and we'll start to see those heavy outbreaks of rain move through. As I say, this could start to fall as snow across the hills for central and northern areas as it moves through. Once again, it could turn quite squally at times as this rain moves through, with some gusty winds, particularly around exposed coasts. And even once that rain moves through, becoming largely confined to northern and central areas, parts of the southeast by the afternoon, we're still going to see plenty of showers move through behind. Once again, these could be heavy with hail, perhaps even the odd rumble of thunder as those heavier showers move through. Largely dry across the far north of Scotland, though we will start to see cloud build up through the afternoon, and still a fair few showers across the Northern Isles by the time we reach the afternoon as well. Feeling chilly still across the north, highs over only really around 5 to 6 Celsius, but we are going to start to see that milder air start to move through across the southwest. But as I say, it's going to be very unsettled here, outbreaks of rain, if not seeing some quite heavy showers. So only a brief calmer interlude, then some more unsettled weather as we head into Sunday. So once again, stay updated here on YouTube, also on our website for any warnings, and we'll be sure to keep you updated. Otherwise, that's it from me. Bye-bye.